Good morning, ladies and gents. I thought I would come on and do a little video this morning, just giving an update on how I'm doing. I feel like I've got a bit of a clearer mind today, which is good. I feel like my mind, isn't as all over the place as it was yesterday, if you know what I mean. What I will say with this, I feel like I've learned a lot from this whole situation. Um, you know, these days people are so, always willing to make false accusations, and they don't stop to think about the damage that they can do by making false accusations. They don't realise the damage that, the damage they can cause. And the thing is with Ben and Zoe Sullivan, I don't think they would care anyway about the damage they've caused. They're probably happy with a lot of they've caused a lot of damage, um, as a result of these kind of accusations, I guess. You know, I am still shocked in a way that about these accusations. Like, I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy with the fact that they've manipulated me the way they have. Because it's like, since when did I deserve that? What did I do to deserve to be manipulated in that way? If you know what I mean. Obviously, it's just one of those situations that, it's not a good situation, if you know what I mean. It's not a situation that's made me happy. I'm not best pleased with them over this. They've lost my respect. After making false accusations like this, they really have lost my respect. It's hard to ignore the fact that they're making false accusations like this. It's hard to ignore the fact that, they've made these claims, and, they've done caused so much damage. Like, it really is that simple. As I said, I do feel like I've learned a lot from this. And one of the things I feel like I've learned is that you really can't trust family vloggers. That's one of the biggest lessons I've learned from this, is that you cannot trust family vloggers at all. And I think Ben and Zoe have really shown that they cannot be trusted. Have really shown a good example of why family vloggers can't be trusted. I am quite fearful in this situation. I am fearful that people are going to start targeting them now because of what they've done, like, to me, and obviously the way they've treated me. And I don't want people targeting them because of that. I don't want people targeting them because of the way that they're causing them, reach for causing them issues because of the way that they've treated me. And the way that what they've done, the way they've manipulated me. I don't want that to cause, I don't want people to start, giving them grief because of that, and I fear that people will start doing that. I fear that people will start, giving them grief because of the way they've manipulated me, and because of this whole situation. And I don't want them to start getting backlash because of that. Because at the end of the day, I've drawn a line under this situation. I still haven't really made my mind up yet on whether I'm going to involve the police, because I feel like I should report them for making false accusations. I feel like that would be the right thing to do. But I'm still in two minds on whether or not I want to do it. I still haven't really made my mind up on that yet. I'm still thinking a lot about things, and trying to trying to make sense of it all. Like, it's just a terrible situation. Like, it's not something that anyone deserves. No one deserves to have people making accusations against them. At least with the Inhams, they had proof to back up what they, that it was me that was sending them the threats. But in this situation with the Sullivans, they don't have any proof that it was me sending them the threats, which makes me, just the biggest thing in this situation here is the fact that they don't have evidence to prove that, that these threats had actually come from me. They don't have anything to, but, they don't have anything to prove that. They're claiming that I've made threats, but they don't, that I've made threats to them, but they don't have proof of that. And that's the biggest kind of issue in this situation. But as I said, I don't want people to start giving them grief because of what they've done to me, or the way they've manipulated me, or anything like that. It's one of those, as I said, it's one of those situations where the people, where the people that have made these false accusations haven't stopped to think about the damage it caused by making these kind of accusations. Because these sorts of accusations cause a lot of damage. I don't know, why they've made these accusations, especially when they know that I posted but positive comments on their channel, and they've even seen my comments and they've hearted my comments, and they still made these claims against me, saying that they knew it was me sending them the threats. But, when they were doing that, but liking my comments, and all that, it just doesn't make sense. And I don't, this is the problem with this whole situation, it doesn't make sense. In all honesty, I don't know what to make of this situation right now. It's all a bit confusing, I guess. And I think that for me is a major problem at the moment. It's just so confusing. It's just something that I can't really make sense of, is why they would make, why they would claim this, or why they would do something like this when they know that, that I've never had an issue with them. It's just sad, really, and it's made me realise just how much you cannot trust any of these family vloggers, and you can't show them the slightest bit of respect, because most of the time these family vloggers are just using you, they're lying to you, they're trying to manipulate you, because that's what family vloggers do best, is they lie to people, they use people, they manipulate people, they do that, and they do that so well. And this is the worst thing about it, is they do things like that so well, they're so good at manipulating people, but, that's what they do best, and I've really learned my lesson about respecting any sort of family vloggers. I will certainly be thinking twice before I show family vloggers any respect in future. I certainly won't be so quick to defend them in future, that's for sure. I've unsubscribed to their channel. They won't be getting any more comments from me on their videos, as far as I'm concerned. I have no intention of posting any more positive comments for them, not after they've done this, not after they've manipulated me the way they have. This is what hurts so much about it, is the fact that they've manipulated me the way they did, and the fact they had basically the audacity to claim that they had no idea what I was talking about when I posted that comment on Instagram asking them about these claims, and they claimed they had no idea. It was, sorry, claim that she had no idea what I was talking about, which obviously she did. Obviously she did know what I was talking about, but she was claiming that she didn't, and that's the worst thing about it. It's the fact that she had the audacity to claim that she knew nothing about it, which she did. But I should have known that, they wouldn't admit to it. I should have known that they would have denied that they were going to deny making these claims. Because I feel like that's one of the biggest things about these family vloggers, is that when you call them out for something, they won't admit to it, they'll always deny it. And this is the thing that, has become very, very noticeable with a lot of these family vloggers in general, is the fact that, they're willing to, they're willing to lie about a lot of things. They will always deny anything, they get called out for. you know. But yeah, I feel like, as I said, I do feel like I've learned a lot of lessons from this. It's made me realise that family vloggers just aren't be trusted, and I think, I think these family vloggers are really showing that these days, like, they're really showing that they are people that they can't be trusted. Like, I want to think that I was being a bit harsh, but I don't feel like I was. To be fairly honest, I feel like my anger, in this situation is fully justified. You know, I, like, at the end of the day, I've got I'd be well within my rights to report them for making false accusations. I've got every right to do that. This is just what they've done, is they have made false accusations. I'm glad that I've apologised to Doodle, to the hearing. And I'm glad that I put things right with him, as well, because I felt so bad for the way that I spoke to him and the things I said to him, and that was all down to Zoe. She was the one that made me think that he was lying. She was the one that made me think that he was trying to cause trouble. And she told me that she had no idea what I was on about. So that was, so of course that then made me think that, Doodle was trying to cause trouble, which obviously he wasn't, and I know that now, and I know that he would never try to cause trouble, and it just goes to show how, one small thing can really have a knock-on effect, you know. They don't. The problem with Ben and Zoe is they've not stopped to think about how I feel. How I feel about this. And it's sad. At the end of the day, I think people know how I feel about this now, and yeah, I mean, it's just a horrible situation. Like, I don't know what else to say, but. I just, I don't know how we get past it. I think the least they could do, is apologise for making false accusations against me. As if they were willing to do that, I might, then maybe, just maybe, I might not go to the police and I might not report them. But they should do the right thing. They should apologise to me for making these false accusations and then lying about it as well. Claiming they knew nothing while I was talking, claiming they had absolutely no idea what I was talking about when obviously they did. And this is all I want them to do. I want them to actually apologise for making false accusations against me and for claiming that I sent them threats when I had not done that. And I think that, it's like, I feel like I feel like they only thought it was me because of the fact that, they were aware that the Inhams had been sent threats as well. So they automatically assumed that it was the same person that was sending them threats, but they assumed wrong, very wrong. It's like, people are, perfectly happy to make false accusations. But they don't stop, as I said, they don't stop to think about the damage that false accusations can do and the knock-on effect that can have on people, And it's about time people started thinking about that before they're so quick to make false accusations against other people. Think about just think about the knock-on effect that can have. Just think about the damage that false accusations can do. It's just a thing, like, false accusations and of that nature can cause a lot of damage, and it can cause a lot of issues. And that's exactly what's happened, is these false accusations that have been made by Ben and Zoe have ultimately caused a lot of issues, and it caused, and they have done a lot of damage. But the saddest thing about it is Ben and Zoe won't hear about the damage they've done. They won't hear about all the drama they've caused by making these false accusations. And I feel like that's what they did it. I feel like that's what they did it for. Like they did it if they were trying to, purely because they were trying to cause drama, and that's exactly what they did. And I think they knew that them making, them saying, that they knew that it would cause drama, and that's exactly what happened. Is their accusations that they made against me really caused a lot of drama, and they did cause a lot of aggravation, I should say. And it's one of those situations where, I don't feel like I was being harsh about it. I don't feel like I was being horrible about it or being negative about it. I wish I could say I was being negative about it, but I know I wasn't. At the end of the day, and this is the problem, I don't mean to sound like a negative Nelly, at all. I don't mean to sound horrible, I don't mean to sound negative about this. But sometimes you can't help but be negative about it. This has just really gotten to me. And, I'm sure that, Ben and Zoe are loving all of the drama and all of that. That's what this is what family vloggers love to do. Well, one of the things that a lot of these family vloggers have in common is they love to cause drama. They will do whatever they have to do in order to cause some drama and, get people, and get some engagement. And that is what it comes down to. It comes down to Ben and Zoe wanting to cause drama. So they do, they're doing whatever they had to do in order to cause that drama. And if that means using me, and if that meant making false claims against someone, then so be it. At the end of the day, that's exactly what they'll do. They don't care about the damage that these false accusations cause. They're perfectly happy to do it. They're perfectly happy to make these false accusations, knowing the damage that it causes. And none of them are thinking about it. This is what these family. Come on to, hey, fucking wankers. Do something about these fucking shit servers. Sorry. I'm having to go at 2K there. As their game is shit too. I'm trying to play WWE 2K24 and their servers are crap. Sorry, that's why I had that outburst. But yeah, obviously, it's just crazy. Just a crazy situation. I don't know what else to say about that. I'll possibly say that, I haven't already said. It's just a nightmare situation, really. I'm not happy about the accusations they've made. Because they have no, this has been, the worst thing about it is they have no evidence to back up the accusations they've made against me. They have absolutely no evidence of that. They have no proof that I was the one that sent them the threats, that has been sending them threats. As I said, at least, obviously Sarah and Chris were able to prove that it was me sending them the threats, and they had, they knew what they were doing, but Ben and Zoe had no proof of, that it was me sending them threats. Yet they still felt the need, yet they still had the audacity to try and accuse me of sending them these threats, But that really wasn't a wise move from them, nor was it the smartest move they could have made. They don't realise how, they've just dug themselves into a lot of problems. They've given me a reason to report them because they've made false accusations against me. They've given me a reason to pursue, to take further action against them. Obviously, they've given me a reason. They've kind of thrown the ball into my court. They don't realise that what they've done is, that has landed them in a lot of hot water. They don't realise that they could be in a very serious kind of situation when it comes to these threats. As I admit that I am very tempted to report them to, obviously to YouTube, well, not to YouTube, but to the police, and make a full statement against them, and obviously a full statement about what they did, and about these false accusations they've made against me, because I feel like someone deserves to report them. And, you know, it's like, I want to report them, but then I don't want to do anything that could have, you know, I'm worried that if I report them to the police, it could have a negative impact on the kids, and I don't want to do anything that would put their kids in a difficult, in that kind of situation they don't need to be in. You know, I'd rather avoid that if I can, you know, because, you know, obviously, yeah, I'm angry enough at the fact they've made these, you know, accusations against me, but, you know, it's not worth causing any further hassle, really. You know, I just need to forget about it now, move on, and that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I do, even like now, I laugh about it. It's like when I think about these accusations, when I think about how stupid they've made themselves look, I can't help but laugh about it, because the truth of the matter is, Ben and Zoe have made themselves look incredibly stupid, and they have made themselves look so bad. You know, they've really shown how horrible they really are. You know, and that much is blatantly obvious. You know, any respect I once had for them has gone completely out the window. Simple as that. You know, I have no words to really describe, you know, the anger that I feel. Like, I mean, I'm not as angry as I was. I'm still slightly angry about it, but I'm not as angry about it as I was. You know, because at the end of the day, I feel like I'm more able to laugh about it now, because I think about how stupid and how bad they've made themselves look by making these false accusations against me. You know, but yeah, it's just a hilarious situation, really. You know, Ben and Zoe have made themselves look incredibly stupid, showing that they can't be, you know, and they've really shown my family bloggers aren't be trusted. Simple as that. End of.